material has a header which says top secret, secret, confidential, nothing. And I will repeat this, and this is verified in the report by the Department of Justice. None of the emails sent or received by me had such a header.
Wow. But by the way, you don't need classification. Does not always come with a header, and Hillary knows that. All right. Hillary Clinton last night making up yet another excuse about the classified emails being found on a private server. Earlier today, Donald Trump attacked Clinton over the use of this private server. Let's take a look.
Hostile foreign actors gained access to the personal email accounts of individuals with whom Clinton was in regular contact, and in doing so, obtained emails sent to or received by Clinton on her personal account. Hillary Clinton's staff deleted and digitally bleached, which is acid clean, her emails after receiving a congressional subpoena. She couldn't even remember whether she was trained or handling classified information, didn't remember anything about it. So if she really didn't remember, that's a problem. And if she did remember, that's a problem.
All right, now let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's look at Hillary's unfolding, ever-growing stories, fabrication, and we'll follow that up with Trey Gowdy grilling the FBI director about all the times she lied to you, the American people.
The laws and regulations in effect when I was Secretary of State allowed me to use my email for work. That is undisputed. It clearly wasn't the best choice. And I take responsibility for that decision. I thought it would be easier to carry just one device for my work and for my personal emails instead of two. I believe I have met all of my responsibilities, and the server will remain private. In order to be as cooperative as possible, we have turned over the server. They can do whatever they want to with the server to figure out what's there, what's not there.
Secretary Clinton said there was nothing marked classified on her emails either sent or received. Was that true?
That's not true. There were a small number of portion markings on, I think, 3 of the documents.
Secretary Clinton said, I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material. Was that true?
There was classified material emailed.
Secretary Clinton said she used just one device. Was that true?
She used multiple devices during the 4 years of her term as Secretary of State.
Secretary Clinton said all work-related emails were returned to the State Department. Was that true?
No, we found work-related emails, thousands, that were not returned.
Secretary Clinton said her lawyers read every one of the emails and were overly inclusive. Did her lawyers read the email content individually?
No.
Here was reaction. Fox News contributors Ebony Williams and the host of Justice Judge Jeanine Pirro. Okay, well, first of all, she didn't wipe it clean with a cloth. She used bleach pen. If that doesn't prove criminal intent, I don't know. By the way, it wasn't one device. We now find out it's 13 or 14 devices.
Yeah.
Okay. And they smashed them with a hammer. How did James Comey not come up with an indictment here?
You know, as you know, Jim is a friend of mine, or was when I was the DA. I have never been more disgusted with someone who was a former prosecutor, and the way he has covered this up and gone to such great lengths to protect the woman, to protect anyone.
And the document dump on a Friday before Labor Day?
Jim to say that, you know what, we wanted to get it out as soon as possible. Jim, that is hogwash, and you know it. I've lost all respect for the man. I have. He may be the head of the FBI, but shame on him for what he's done.
Ebony?
Wow. Well, you know, he did say, he knew he was going to get this kind of criticism. I will say, he came out and he said, look, I knew I was going to take some heat for dumping it on a Friday before a holiday, but he felt like he was transparent. As the judge said, that was his rationale. But he did say there's more to come. And I think we have to pay attention to that. That's very important. I absolutely expect as he gets it ready, we're going to get more and more. And this isn't the
You know what, though? If you use, I delete emails, you delete emails, we've all deleted something. Okay, I don't use bleach pen. Doesn't that show criminal intent?
Yeah, you know what's the worst, though,
Trey
Sean?
Gowdy said God can't find them after bleach pen.
Yeah, and she knows that, right? Her reliance, though, on the header situation. It's so desperate, and it's factually and legally just unacceptable, and it's insufficient. And she knows this, because you know what? Hillary Clinton's also a lawyer, and she knows that that doesn't cut the mustard.
Hillary Clinton's a lawyer who's danced with prosecutors her whole career.
So what do you do when somebody lies with regularity like this? Lied about Benghazi, lies all with...
And
basically, what do you do when 40% of the country, you can have her on video popping somebody in the head, with a gun and at point-blank range, and they'll still vote for her?
And you know what, Sean, that is the sad part of this. Hillary Clinton has lied so often and so much that the American public is immune to it. I mean, they don't think it matters anymore. But what they don't seem to understand is that we cannot have a leader who lies to us continuously for her own benefit, for money and for power.
Judge, I don't know that I agree, Judge, that people don't care. I think people know she's a liar. People say across the political spectrum, because many people say they're choosing between someone they don't like and someone they don't trust. Now, I'm not going to judge that decision, but that's what a lot of people are telling me. That's why we have private.
The woman needs to be
honest about that.
This woman destroyed evidence after a congressional.
If I did this, and you were a prosecutor, I would have been in.
Given me money, and I would have still indicted you.
Yeah, that's true. I did
fair,
donate
Sean.
when you were running. I did.
did.
That was money well spent, because I got to yell at you at a dinner. All right, and coming up next tonight, right here on...
By the number of articles recently.